Quick disclaimer, if you came here expecting high-level play and great scoring, this is the wrong address. I'm so sorry. But if you came to see some nail-biting, head-shaking, how the hell is that possible action, then you're exactly in the right place. Great to have you here. So now that we have that out of the way, I'll start by saying that this was meant to be a practice run. My goal was to beat the stage 3 boss without dying and using a maximum of 3 bombs. So we will see how that went. Spoiler alert, not the way I expected, but also the end is not what I expected. But yeah, we will go there from here. So Futari Black Label. I haven't played a lot of this game. A year ago, I started setting it up on MAME and starting to do all the save state things. And I tried to play it a little bit, but ultimately got distracted, had other things to do, and stopped playing shmups for quite a while. But I always had this game on my mind because I like the original Mushihimesama. I still like it, and I always wanted to play the sequel. As you can see, I'm not scoring that much. It's more like a survival thing. I don't have enough experience with the game, and that's what I wanted to go through. I did not play too much of it yet. If you want to see a run where you have more of this scoring mindset, then you can look at Samsonite STG's channel, and maybe I'll just link the video. He made a run of Futari Black Label very recently, and had this scoring in mind, and also explains a little bit what he's doing to score higher, which is very interesting. So stage 2, in stage 2, in practice, I always got hit by some random bullets because I was dodging too fast, and it was not too consistent, even though the stage is not too hard. In case you're wondering, I'm playing Mushihimesama Futari on the Xbox 360, so it's the Japanese version. With all the DLC and so on and so on. So on this stage, they introduce you to these enemies that can clear the screen of bullets in form of these ice pillars that you can see here. So if you destroy the pillars, you will clear all the bullets on screen, which you should use to your advantage. Other than that, I am mostly swiping from left to right. You can use the slowdown to go through the enemy bullets and through the waves quite easily. It's not too hard, but as I said, in practice I always got hit by some random bullet that I did not see, or I just disregarded as not threatening. So this was already the stage 2 boss. In Black Label they adjusted the damage output of both characters, I think, which results in stronger characters essentially, so you can destroy enemies way faster, which makes the game a little easier, or much easier. I'm not too sure, but it makes the game easier. Therefore it's always said that this mode is a little bit better for beginners. So you have the mentor race here, and after that you can grab your bomb and your power up, and then there's the stage 2 boss, which is not too hard. You just need to practice a little bit. You can avoid this by starting at the left and dodging. This pattern is also not too bad, but yeah, this is also not too hard, but I die here, which was obviously not planned. I just told you like 4 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, that my goal was to not die. I practiced this a little bit, and I got it quite consistent after a short time. So I was a little bit disappointed that I died here, but you know, it's a practice run, and I just decided, okay, let's just go for it and just play it out. Maybe change the goal on the fly to use more resources, because it would have been easily avoidable by just using a bomb that I just grabbed. But I didn't want to use it because I think I need more bombs in this stage. Stage 3, in my opinion, is the hardest stage in the game. But yeah, because I'll take it casually from here out on, my training goal was already not met. I just try to do my best. And I don't have a special strategy. It's just like I'm trying to, or basically what I'm trying to do is I try to move relatively slow from left to right to avoid all these bullets. And if I have some room, I am trying to create a cutback, like here, and then start over again. Move in a U shape, dodge relatively slowly, or when I go fast, I try to reposition myself and then go over and try just to avoid the bullets. That's the main strategy I'm using. So there's a lot of room for improvement, obviously, because it did not spend too much time. And what I think is hard about the stage is that you get all the dangerous enemies and enemies that withstand your shots a little bit longer on both sides. So you have to constantly swap between the two sides to kill the bigger enemies a little faster. The mid boss was not too hard. The Sakura Rush, after that you can start on one side, move down, move to the right, and kill most of them with your normal shot. And the second part of this stage is the hard part, actually, where the difficulty ramps up again, because you have even more of this more dangerous and harder to kill enemies. The slowdown helps a little bit. You will see that in a second. When there are more bullets on screen, it slows down, like here. But the slowdown can also be dangerous if it ends and the bullets pick up the speed again. You might get surprised by how far they are moving. So far so good. The stage goes quite well. As I said, the slowdown helps to have some time to see where the bullets are coming from and where you want to go. This was kind of close. And I'm just trying to use a bomb when I get in trouble, because that's something I have to remind myself that I should use more resources. Speaking of using your resources, you remember my training goal? To beat the stage 3 boss with maximum usage of 3 bombs, or not using 3 bombs at the boss, but the way to the boss. So stage 3 can be kind of messed up if you get in a sticky situation. I am allowing myself to use a bomb, or not allowing. You should use a bomb. That's what I wanted to say. So this pattern is quite easy. This boss, the harder patterns are the first 2 or 3 he's doing. This stuff is kind of okay. After you clear half of his health bar, it gets better because there's a lot of slowdown. You can weave through the bullets quite easily, and you're doing so much damage that you won't see every pattern. So here it gets a little bit dark. It has nothing to do with the version. It's just because the replay is running too long without me pressing on any button. Sorry for that. So the boss patterns are quite doable if you practice them a little bit. It's easy to say for me because I just died a few seconds ago, but trust me, it is manageable. So stage 4, in my opinion, is easier than stage 3. The bullets get faster and there are even more enemies, and you really have to use this the screen clearing enemies that we will see in a second on the right. You have to use them to avoid most of the bullets, like here and this one as well as the one that comes out of this caterpillar, or what is it? I don't know. Yeah, because they clear the screen, you need to focus them down, and it is not similar, but yeah, it is similar to the stage 3 that you have to shift between both sides of the screen to kill those enemies. So you really need to use that to your advantage. Like here, it is like a free bomb. Those are enemies that I don't even see as enemies. They are kind of my friend. Okay, they try to kill me, but maybe they're not my friends, but they have something to offer that I would like to use, like the clearing of the screen. What I have to say about this stage is that it feels very long. I don't know if you guys feel the same. If you played the game, let me know, but I feel like the stage 4 is very, very long. The first part feels long, and I get the cutback. It was very close. It was a very, very close dodge right before the mid-boss. I personally feel that the stage is very long. And from here on out, I don't know the patterns of any of the bosses that are upcoming. So, but you're doing so much damage that you can kill the bosses quite fast. Another Sakurush, and my usual strategy to just dodge a little bit and then try to create cutbacks or reposition myself, and yeah, it somehow worked. I think what's important about this stage is that you really need to be focused because there's so much going on. Yeah, you have the slowdown that helps you, but you need to identify where are the screen clearing enemies, and you have to stay sharp to create your cutbacks and avoid harder bullets. Like here I had to go quite far up, which I normally don't do in runs, other than if I practice it specifically for some situations. But here I'm just trying to do it by, not by feel, but with the experience I gathered through playing different shoot 'em ups. I'm just trying to incorporate stuff that I did in Gunbane, for example, or I did in other games to deal with the situations, even though I am not sure what is coming. So as you can see, the numbers on the top left are quite high, which means bullets get faster, which makes the game harder, of course. Samsonite SCG was also talking about that in his video. He did a way better job in researching this stuff and explaining it. So if you want to get more insight and don't read it, just go to his video and listen to his commentary. You will learn a lot more, and you will also learn a lot more about scoring. Okay, so we made it, and we got a live. I think it is a scoring live, because there should be only one hidden extent in the last stage, which we will see in a second. Spoiler alert. So I don't know exactly what this boss is doing. I'm just trying to go with the flow, and yeah, I'm still using my strategy to dodge a little, or I just try to react on what's directly ahead. And again, because you're doing so much damage, you can kill the boss quite fast. We had to use one bomb, but that's fine. So I'm still in this mindset, this is a training run. I practiced the last boss like a year ago, and I know that she is quite annoying. She's a proper end boss, and I'm usually out-resourcing the final bosses or true last bosses. That's normally the way I go. So I think I was not expecting to clear anything today. I just want to do my best and use my resources wisely to get as far as I can. Stage 5 is also surprisingly doable in my opinion. If you can do stage 4, you can definitely do stage 5. Here I had to use a bomb because I thought that I might get into a sticky situation. I didn't see any chance to get out of the corner there, so yeah. Using a bomb to reset the screen and to reposition yourself is always a good idea. But it's hard to execute. At least in my opinion. I think it's hard. It's easy to say it, but when you are, like I just said, when you are aiming to out-resource a final boss, you are very greedy with your resources, and sometimes it's better to spend a few bombs on the way to the final boss, just to make sure that you get there and that you have enough lives, because you don't lose. You're not only losing a life, you are also losing your unused bombs, which is a very bad situation to get into. So as you can see, I'm still not doing anything fancy. I'm just sticking to the bottom, and I am trying to avoid the bullets. Now we have the mid-boss. The mid-boss also not too bad. And the slowdown kicks in, so you have even more time here. I just tapped on my controller to make sure that yeah, the screen doesn't go dark again. Yeah, and as you can see, the slowdown helps to avoid some bullets. This was kind of close. I don't know why it dodged in that direction. It was riskier than it needed to be. And somewhere here, I don't know exactly where, should be the hidden extent. I don't know if it's in this tower on top and if I missed it, or if it comes later, or is it in this one? And I get killed. So yeah, that's another problem. I didn't do my research enough. I just don't know where the extent is. I know that it's in one of those buildings, in one of those towers. Maybe it's in this one. But yeah, I have no clue. I don't get it. I have to research it, basically, or just consult Schmup's wiki, or watch Samsonite's videos again. But because the stage looks so, I don't want to say samey, but you have these tiles in the background of this palace, and it looks very identical for most of the run. I just didn't know where I had to go and where to search for the extent. So more enemy waves, just sweeping from left to right, creating your cutbacks, focusing down the bigger enemies. That's all I'm doing right here. Nothing too crazy. So this should be the last waves before we head inside the temple. I really like this game and it looks so cool and the music is so nice. It's a better game than Mushihimesama in my opinion. I just prefer the setting and I prefer the enemies and the variety, and yeah, stage 2 is also great with those aquatic monsters. I really like that. There's just more variety. And now we're in this palace, and I think here it's quite hard again, or there's a little bit of a difficult spike. I think there's a lot of enemies coming that try to kill you, and you can get clipped very easily, and I think this is what happens to me as well. Yeah, like here I was a little bit nervous. I didn't expect to get this far. Oh, I have to use another bomb. Interesting, I forgot about that. Yeah, so, but as I said, you can get clipped very easy. And if you do not have the experience to go through this, yeah, resetting with bombs might be the better deal. But yeah, we have one bomb and one life, and I'm not expecting to get far because I haven't practiced this boss in I don't know how long. I was just focusing on stage 2 and 3, but yeah, I get through here, and here I see my opportunity to go over and buy some more time. I can just do whatever I want. Yeah, I don't know how I got through this, but I can do basically whatever I want because I do not have bombs, I have nothing to lose, so I try to hold my ground as long as possible, but here is it's just too much. And for some weird reason, I just felt that there might be the opportunity to clear the game if I am, yeah, just trying to do my best and use this bomb was a little bit too early, I think. And this one might be too early as well, because this pattern is quite nasty. And this is just playing by feel, so to say. Because I thought, okay, there's a little opening at the left, so let me just tap dodge a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, so I just get through this. Tap dodge to the left, if you couldn't tell. And yeah, then it was over. And that's the run, and I was completely surprised, and I still can't believe it.